Hey everyone, J3 here, and welcome to Alive, how to make your dream career a reality. And we are now on the networking module. Now, if you are just joining us, Alive, how to make your dream career a reality, this is a masterclass series. And the first edition of this training is the clarity module, where you can get clarity on what your dream career is, kung ano ba talaga yon. And now, once you are clear on your dream career, once you know what it is you want to be doing, in what industry, in what manner, in what business model, then now is the time where you will find people who can support you in that dream career. So this is for job hunters who are already clear na, okay, I want to be working in graphic design in these specific companies. Now, in this networking module, you will learn, okay, how do I reach out to potential employers? How do I reach out to these companies? Or if you are an aspiring entrepreneur or you're transitioning to entrepreneur and now you're looking for a business mentor, so how do you reach out to them? How do you get them to advise you? Or maybe you're raising capital for your business. How can you reach people who can maybe become your investors? And so this is what the networking module is all about. It's going to be all about people and how do you get in touch with them. Kasi one of the biggest obstacles ng mga tao is that, you want to get help, but you don't know who to ask and how to ask. And that's what you will learn in this networking module. And I'd like to start this training with this short story. And it's actually the first text that I sent to my crush. And ang sinend ko sa kanya, good night, may smiley face. And her reply was, sorry, who's this? And that was the beginning. So that was the first point of contact with May, who eventually she became my girlfriend, and now she's my wife, and we have a family together. And really, that's the point of networking. It's the ability to find, connect with, and eventually build a relationship with the people who can help you achieve your goals. Now, in this module, we're going to be talking about your goals when it comes to career, but take note that the things you can learn here can also apply to your health, can also apply to love, to friendships, and to just having, nice partners in business. So you can apply it to everything, but of course the context will be when it comes to your career. And the reason why networking is just so important, because it's the fastest way to get a breakthrough when you are stuck, because it gives you access to other people's knowledge, skills, and dedication. It gives you access to their capital, their money, their assets, their other resources. It gives you access to their problems and therefore opportunities for you, because if you can solve their problem, you can charge money for it, you can add value to them, and that can become an income source. And it gives you access to their other connections, to other people. That's why it's the fastest way to get a breakthrough when you're already stuck. Okay? And in fact, even if you're not stuck and you just want to get the best way to do something, to approach something, networking is the key skill that you must develop. Now, here is what I'll be teaching you today. First, we'll talk about mindset, and I'm gonna give you a different perspective on the value of networking so that you can overcome the fear of networking. Kasi I know many people are so afraid to reach out. What if they judge me? What if they say no? What if I have a bad first impression? And we'll address that. Then I'm gonna share with you the method, the 5 parts of a networking campaign. And this is basically the strategy on how you network. I think one of the biggest reasons why people are afraid is because they don't know how to do it. We weren't trained in school, how do you network? It's just something that, ibang tao ang galing mag-network, yung ibang tao hindi. And so I'm gonna teach you the method, and that will give you the confidence to actually start networking. And there are 5 parts to that campaign. So we'll talk about what you'll say, who you'll say it to, how you can reach people you want to say that to, and how you'll say it. I'll give you the scripts and templates, and of course, how you will follow through. Very critical in a networking campaign. And finally, I'm gonna share with you a mindset again of how you should crush the fear of networking, so that once you've learned what you learn, you can go and take action on it. And of course, we'll end this training with what you should be doing next. With that, let's begin. Fears of networking. Ito yung mga pinakakinakatakutan ng mga tao. What if ma-judge ako ng iba? And some people have said, ayaw kong maging burden sa ibang tao. Nakakahiya humingi ng tulong. I don't want to be a burden, so I don't want to ask for help. And some people say, bakit niya naman ako papansinin? What? I don't have the right to ask. Sino ba ako? And what if they say no? What if I become embarrassed and I lose their trust? What if I have a bad first impression? And I agree with you. All of those fears are valid. All of those fears are it's something that you feel. You may know that it's illogical, but it's something real. It's something that you can feel. But here's a different look on it. The truth about human beings, and this applies to everyone, people will always watch out for themselves and do what they believe is good for them. Now, the most general people in the world know how to take care of themselves, and that's why they can give so much. So in networking, when you're asking of other people, you're not being a burden, because you can expect that person to take care and watch out for themselves. So it's actually our job to reach out to people to help us in our goal, because no one else will do that for us. Your goals are your goals. I personally don't care about your goals. I mean, no one in the world will care about your goals. And so it is your job to reach out to other people to tell me about your goals. And by telling me your goals, okay, then I'm going to decide, will I help this person? Yes, no, how can I help? Am I the best person to help? And so the beginning of networking really begins with us, with you as a person, with you in your goals. And when you reach out to people, you can expect that they will be the one deciding. So let's stop shooting ourselves down immediately by never asking, by saying na, who am I? Hindi naman ako deserving, or hindi naman yan tutulong sa akin. You don't know. Your job is to reach out. Their job is to say yes or no or maybe or think about it. Okay? Now, the truth is that no one wins when you don't network with others. Because by not networking with others, remember, you are also denying yourself and your family a better life. You are denying other people of your own knowledge, skills, and dedication. You are denying other people of your own capital, assets, and resources. You are denying other people of your problems, and thereby denying them possible opportunities to help you. And you are denying other people of your own connections. See what I mean here? I hope you follow that networking. It's about building relationships. And networking and building relationships, it's intrinsically an ethical and moral activity. And by being afraid, being fearful, lacking the confidence to network, it is an unethical and immoral activity. Because you are withholding yourself from the world. You are withholding yourself from the goals that you have. You are withholding yourself from, you're withholding others from the talents, the capabilities, the hard work that you have to give. And that's why we network. Because it's good. It's not because, you reach out to people na, I reach out to him because I want something in return. No. You reach out to them because they also have something in need. And when they have something in need and you have something in need, you build a relationship. And yes, there are times that you have something you need, other people can't help you there, or they really can't help, or it's just not aligned, then they're gonna say no. They're gonna protect their self-interest. And that's okay. But that doesn't mean we withhold ourselves from the world. And that is why you should be networking. With that, let's now go into the method. What do you say? The first part of figuring out of what to say is by creating a 15-second elevator pitch. And we call it an elevator pitch because we assume that you hop onto this person in an elevator, and before they reach their floor, wherever they're going, whether that's the next level, 3 floors up, 5 floors up, 10 floors up, you'll be able to deliver who you are and what you need. So this is just 2 to 3 sentences of who you are and what you're looking for. And by starting with the elevator pitch, you form the foundation for all further communication. And this is the script that you can say in emails, in chat messages, in phone calls, in live events, basically in every networking opportunity. So what's the elevator pitch? This is a quick template. Hi, give your name and relevant background, and I'm looking for, and you say the goal you have or the help you need. And it's just 2 to 3 sentences. By following this very short template, you help other people determine if they are the right person to help. So by being clear on what you want, you're being respectful of others as well. So here are a few examples. Hi, I'm John. I'm a graphic designer, and at the moment, I'm hopeful to transition into video marketing or animation, ideally in the online marketing industry. Okay, so this is an example for job seekers. Hi, I'm John. I'm a graphic designer. That's the relevant work background. At the moment, I'm hopeful to transition into video marketing or animation. These are the job functions. What is the work that you are looking for? Ideally in the blank industry. Or you can say something like this. Hi, I'm Mara, a tech support for the last 5 years, and now I'm hopeful to transition into facilities management, ideally for environmental NGOs, mga not-for-profit organizations. So in just 2 to 3 sentences, you've captured to someone na this is what I'm looking for. Can you help? No. That's it. So remember, if you're a job seeker right now, these are the notes. You don't say, I'm looking for a job in. You're saying, I'm hopeful to transition into, then the job function. And the job functions, we talk about this in the clarity module. So if you haven't watched that yet, if you're not yet clear on your job function, please watch that training. And so the job function, these are like sales, communication, PR, logistics, supply chain, software development, graphic design. So this is the job that you do. That's the job function. And ideally in blank industry, that's the industry on where you want to operate. Do you want to work with startups? Do you want to work with healthcare companies? Do you want to work in banking and finance? So these are the big sectors. And this is the script for job seekers. Now, for entrepreneurs, you may be looking for something like this. Hi, I'm Lish. I'm an aspiring entrepreneur. I'm looking to learn about Amazon e-commerce business, specifically for the fashion and apparels market. Hi, I'm Paul, an OFW looking to start in real estate investments. At this time, I'm looking for partners who can help me with property management and maintenance. So it's a very quick way to introduce yourself and immediately say what it is you're looking for. So you just change that. If you're looking for employees, you're looking for partners, you're looking for investors. Okay? So here is an exercise. I want you to write and practice your pitch. So I invite you to pause the video right now and write down your pitch. Again, the template is this one. Hi, I'm Name, and give a quick background. I'm looking for blank, the goal that you have or the help that you need. For job seekers, remember the template is more specific. You say, hi, I'm name and background, and at the moment, I'm hopeful to transition into job function 1 or 2, just limit it to 2 because you don't want to be all over the place and you don't want to confuse other people on what it is you're really looking for. So hopeful to transition into function 1 or function 2, ideally in blank industry. So take a moment, just take the next 2 to 3 minutes writing it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. And once you're done, I invite you to say it out loud, to install it into your subconscious so that you get used to saying it and you can say it in many different ways in any occasion. Okay? And that's the reason why personally, when I introduce myself, for example, I'm a wealth coach. So the way I introduce myself is, hi, I'm JT Patino. I'm a wealth coach, and I help people get out of debt, increase their income, grow their investments, and start their businesses so that they can have financial freedom and abundance. So that's my usual script. I'm used to that. And of course, that varies from occasion to occasion, but you have to get used to your elevator pitch, because you're gonna say that a lot. Okay? So pause the video right now and unpause when you are ready. Okay, now let's go to part 2 of this training. Who do you reach out to? It's time to create your networking list now. So please get ready to take down some notes and start writing names. And in general, we have 2 markets that you can reach out to. We have the warm market, and this is the people who already know you, and these are the fastest to reach out to. But at the same time, your warm market is also very limited considering the specificity of your goal. For example, if you're a job seeker and you're looking to work in video animation, and specifically for the entertainment industry. So when you reach out to your friends and family, so among the 1,000 people you know from high school, grade school, high school, college, etc., your friends, your relatives, a limited number of them will be graphic designers, and a limited number of them will be working in the entertainment industry. So even though it's a lot of people, even though you have a huge warm market, because of the specificity of what you're looking for, you're gonna be narrowing it down to just 2 to 3 people. And who knows, these people might not be the best people who can help you. So that's why the warm market, it's easy, but the breakthrough is often in the cold market. These are people who have no idea who you are, and it's scary to reach out to them. But this is where we need to be. And that's why in this training, I'm going to be teaching you all about cold market networking, because it's scarier, but it's more rewarding as well. And once you have the confidence to reach out for cold networking, it's a lot easier to reach out to your warm market as well. Okay, so first let's discuss the warm market list. The fastest way to reach out to your warm market is to just create a post on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, asking for recommendations. Just ask something like this. Hi friends, do you know anyone working in the function that you want to work in or in industry? That's it. Leave it open-ended. Remove the part where you're looking to transition into. Just ask this simple question. And the reason why we keep it in an open-ended question is so that you can also be careful of your privacy settings. If you're a job seeker, don't let your current employer or office mates know that you're looking for a different job in a different company at this stage. But hey, if you don't have a job right now, then feel free to post the entire elevator pitch. Okay? Now, if you're an entrepreneur, of course, you just ask. Hi friends, I'm starting a business. I'm looking for investors. Investment will be about 100K upwards. If you are interested, please let me know. Okay? Or if you want to learn more, please send me a message. Hey friends, I'm looking for a graphic designer for my business, or I'm looking for a property manager for my real estate investment. Do you know anyone? Can you recommend anyone? That's it. And so by doing this, it will allow you to attract people who may be already doing that so that they can help you. Okay? Now, let's do a quick market review, because we need to spend as little time as possible in the warm market. With your networking goal in mind, so with the function, the industry, or your goal, list down any names you can think of right now as I'm gonna say out the words. List down any names you can think of as I bring up these networks. Family and relatives, maybe your parents, titos or titas, again, that can help you in your function, industry, or goal, or has experience in your function, industry, or goal. Titos and titas, siblings, cousins, mother's side, father's side, relatives from both sides, very close family, friends, not exactly a relative, pero laging kasama ng parents and laging kasama when you were growing up. How about in work? school connections, grade school, high school friends, college friends, masteral, I don't know, past work, current work, community, friends from church, connections in past organizations, connections when it comes to your hobby or your sports or your other interests. How about your online network of friends, people you don't know in the real world but you know them online? Think of any names that maybe can help you in the function, industry, or goal, and just list them down, and that's enough. No need to revisit them. No need to look at your high school yearbook and check out, oh, what is this person doing? No, let's not waste time doing that. We'll jump straight into the cold market. And remember, what we're doing now is we're creating a list of people who you're about to reach out to. So here are the top 3 places to look for people to reach out to. Okay? The top 3 are, number 1 is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a social network, but it's more professional. This is where people list down what they're doing professionally. Number 2 is Google, if you're looking for topic or industry experts. As you're learning about the function or industry or goal, you can list down the names and contact info who are providing excellent information. And the third place to look for people to reach out to are in-person live events, if you have workshops and conferences. Now, I really don't recommend Facebook and other forums because they're filled with distractions and anonymous people. You don't really know who's doing what, because Facebook is, all about entertainment. And that's why we focus on LinkedIn. Now, I'm going to share with you now a LinkedIn exercise. And this is how you can search for people on LinkedIn. If you don't have an account yet, please create an account. It's free. I'm going to pause the video for a moment so that I'll show you my screen. Okay, so let me just load up LinkedIn. Again, it's just linkedin.com. LinkedIn.com. And if you don't have an account, please create an account. And here is what you're going to be doing. So once you have an account, it's going to look something like this. So this is my profile. Again, it looks very similar to Facebook, but it's more professional. And the first thing that you do after you create an account is to go on the search tab. And here, what you search for is the job function that you're looking for. So this is specific to job seekers. If you're looking for, say, let's go for graphic design. Okay. Graphic designer, and you don't look for jobs. You actually look for people, because remember, this is networking. You're connecting with people. So we look for graphic designer, people, and on the settings, we have here connections, locations, and current companies. You just open up all filters and you check the first, second, and third connections. So again, this is a social network. So your first connections are basically your friends. Second connections are the friends of your friends. Third plus connections are the friends of the friends of your friends of your friends. So in your search, you can click everyone. Now, next, you can put in a location. So let's say you're looking for a career somewhere in Malaysia. You want to get a job in Malaysia or say Singapore. So you just type that in. Or if you're looking for somewhere very, very specific in the Philippines, so let's say Philippines. Okay, let's say you live in Davao and you're open to these opportunities, then you add these locations. Now in industry, let's say you're looking for graphic design in banking. Let's say that it's just financial services. Okay. And you hit on apply. Okay. Hit apply. And what it's going to show you are the people who are working in these areas in those industries. So for example, we have here Hanzong Peter working in Singapore, TY Lin International. I don't know these companies, but Anyway, you can now start looking at the profiles of people. So when you look at the profile of people, you can see what they're doing, their background, and what their job is. Okay? So this guy has been working, you can see what they're doing. So you can click on see more. And the job, the task that you're supposed to do here is that you find people that interest you. You find people that you think, can this person help? Is this person's career something that inspires me? Is this person's career something that I want to emulate or learn from? And if your answer is yes, then you take note of this person. So you could have a spreadsheet noting down Hanzong Peter, or you can save his profile, save to PDF. And his profile is going to be downloaded. And later on, you can come back to that. If, again, you look at as many profiles as you can, and you just look for interesting people who you think might be able to help you. And don't worry, later on, I'm going to teach you how to connect with them. At this time, we're just creating a network list. Okay? We're not going to click on message, connect, or any of those yet. Please don't do that yet. And now, one more important thing here in LinkedIn is that when you're searching for job function, LinkedIn is going to give you the people also searched for section. So maybe you're looking to be an art director. Is that the function you're interested in? Are you looking to be not just a graphic designer, but a senior graphic designer, or a freelance graphic designer, or a junior graphic designer, or web design? I don't know. Let's say you're someone who's already looking to have a senior role. And so when you click that, again, it's going to show you people in the banking industry. I don't know. This is not banking. AsiaSoft Gaming. But yeah, here we have the banker, and their job titles are senior graphic designer. And again, you take a look at their profile, and is this someone who I'm interested in? Now, again, some people, they won't have their profiles like this guy, but you can check out others. Okay, so what is the goal? Let me get back here. Again, the job is to stalk people and list them down if their job or company interests you. And you can create an Excel spreadsheet for this. You can look at people also searched for. And over here to the side, when you're looking at the profile of a person, there's also a section here, people also viewed. So you can take a look at their profiles. And again, all of this is public. Oh, maybe you're not just looking for graphic design. Maybe you're looking for UI and UX design. So you just take a look at their profiles. And they're working for DBS Bank. Yeah. So if someone interests you, add them to your networking list. Okay? We're not connecting yet, just adding to the list. If they look like they have an interesting job, interesting career, or they might be someone who can invest in you if you're an entrepreneur, or teach you how to be in business, then just search for them here on LinkedIn and add them to your networking list, whatever your goal is. Now, here is the task. If you are a job seeker, I recommend you aim to put down at least 50 people. Okay, 50 people and companies. You also take down notes of the companies on where they are working for. So total, you'll have 100 entries in your ideal work function and your industry. And really, in this activity, be patient. Let time pass you by. You're stalking people. You're learning about people. And this exercise will be so valuable because it will reveal so many opportunities and even companies you didn't know existed. Jobs that you didn't know was possible. It's common for many job seekers that they have a very narrow view on what it is they're looking for. They're only applying to 5 companies when they should be applying to 50. But they don't know 50 companies to apply for because they didn't do this exercise. So do this exercise because it's going to open up so many things. There is a huge temptation to jump straight into jobs and look for graphic design, and in the location. If you go to LinkedIn, there's a job section, and it's tempting to go straight into here. But later on, I'll discuss the initial steps you should be doing before actually applying. And again, these are already posted jobs. By doing the networking exercise first, you can actually open yourself up to jobs before they are even posted. Because you're gonna be getting the insider way in. Okay? Now, let's now go to the next section. I'm going to stop screen sharing. All right, and we are back. Let's now go to part 3. Now that you have a networking list, here's what you do with that list. So how can you reach them? There are many ways to reach a person today. You have their personal email, company support, you have social apps and cell number, and your goal is to just find one or two of these. And so how do you do it? First is, there is a feature in LinkedIn. So for the list of names you collected in LinkedIn, there's LinkedIn Premium. And this allows you to privately message second to third level plus connections. It has a 30-day free trial, and it has a small fee after 30 days, but it's definitely worth it for your dream career, and it allows you to get your job faster because you can reach out to more people. So get the free trial once you are set on your messaging strategy, which we will discuss later. So for the people in LinkedIn, you don't click on connect, you click on message first. Okay? So you can do that even though they're a friend of a friend of a friend. You can do that if you sign up for the premium. Now, the second way to quickly reach people is for all-out online stalking. Now that you have their names, you just search for them on Google, search for them on Facebook, search for them on Instagram and other social media. Google their names, see if a website comes out, see if the company they're looking for comes out. Or maybe you know this person's name, you know this person's work, and so you go to their company email, you go to their company website and search maybe for their email. Maybe they're listed there somewhere. Or if, let's say, this person wrote an article online and you really like the article, of course, at the end of that article, you'll be able to see the author. That's their name. And so you click on that link, it may take you to their personal website. On their personal website, there might be a form. So second best way is do all-out online stalking. And again, you're just looking for an email here. You're just looking for a number. All right? Now, the third way to reach people is through intelligent guesses. And what I mean by this is, let's say you are trying to reach out to a person named Juan Vergara de la Cruz. And if I have trouble looking for connecting to them on LinkedIn, if I have trouble searching for their names on Google, Facebook, etc., then I would just send an email. I would send my connection email to juandelacruz@gmail.com. I'd send it to 1vdc@gmail.com, their initials. I'd send it to 1vdelacruz@gmail.com, at hotmail.com, at yahoo.com.ph, at yahoo.com. Or if I know Juan Vergara de la Cruz is working for abccompany.com and I go to ABC Company and the emails they have there are, support at abccompany.com, then I would send an email to juandelacruz@abccompany.com. And, a ton of those messages will go out to probably random people. Some of those emails probably won't exist, so I'll know it's not the right email. But that's how you reach people. Okay? And again, this might feel like, what? I'm spamming people? I'm reaching out to people? I'm reaching out to random people? Nakakahiya. Again, people will always protect their best interest. So if they're not the Juan Vergara de la Cruz you're looking for, instead of the Juan de la Cruz working in ABC Company, you reached out to this guy in XYZ Company who has nothing to do with you, they will not reply. And that's it. That's okay. All All right? So this is how you reach people. Now, let's talk about what you send to them. How do you say what you're supposed to say? And what do you say in the emails? What do you say in the chat? What do you say on the phone? I'm gonna give you one for email, and this is the general template. It starts with your elevator pitch, followed by how you found them, why are you contacting them, and optional, what's their fee if they are an expert, because you can, to be respectful of experts, you just ask a question that you can ask is, what's your fee, because I want to speak with you. Your ask and why you're asking them, and an attachment, your background, and this could be your resume. So here is an example. And this is an email that I actually sent, and a template that I often send when I'm reaching out to people. So this is an email that I sent back in 2015 when I was about to move to Singapore. 2014, I think. So I found this guy, Mr. Roy Walker, and I was looking at his website. I liked it. I felt that he could help me. And so this is what I sent. Hi, I'm Juan Bernardo Patino. I'm an independent financial planner here in the Philippines, and I would like to get 30 minutes of your time on Skype or wherever it's convenient from you. Here's a description of what I'd like to learn from you. What are the opportunities in Singapore as a financial advisor? What are the mandatory tests and certifications that I should be working on? I don't know what your fee is, but please let me know what it would cost for me to talk to you for 30 minutes. And the reason why I say that, even though I'm not ready to pay, or I don't, if he asked me for $1,000, I won't be able to pay that. But the reason why I say that is because of respect for his time. Okay? Now, this is just an inquiry, so maybe if his fee was something cheaper, or if he says just treat me for lunch, then maybe I'll take that. But so you inquire, because it shows you, if you're willing to pay, it shows you that you are unlike the rest of people. You're really serious, you're committed, okay? And you're motivated, okay? So then I provide, here's a little background on myself and the reason why I'm seeking your advice. Again, I'm an independent financial planner in the Philippines. My fiance will be moving to Singapore permanently. As such, I'm currently exploring opportunities in the field of financial advisory in Singapore. And here's my bio, here's my website, etc. And then a little flattery here. I put in, from my personal research, I have found that IPP, their company, is the most aligned to my personal values and mission as an independent financial planner, only recommending what is only best for the client. With this, I would highly value your recommendations and career advice. Again, thank you for your time. Please let me know how I can get in touch with you. Sincerely yours, Juan Patino. And that's it. So that's what I send out. You can switch around the formats, but basically, it's this one. Now, let me give you a quick example for job seekers. So you can say something like this. Hi, I'm Mara Diaz. I'm looking to transition into facilities management for NGOs. I found your email via an article you wrote for Forbes Inc., which led me to your LinkedIn profile, and I found that the work you do is inspiring. And again, in LinkedIn, we're looking for people where their work is inspiring to us. And we can change those words a bit, make it more personal. And the next thing is, I would like to speak with you for 30 minutes over Skype or coffee to learn more about how I can also transition into facilities management, into the facilities management career. No, just remove that, have no typos. That with is a typo. So I don't know what your consultation fee is, but please let me know what it would cost to learn from you for 30 minutes, as I would highly value your advice. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you, Mara. P.S. So that you have a better idea on my background, here is my resume. All right? So it's not, I'm looking for a job, here's my resume, do you have any openings? We don't do that. You're looking for connections here. And basically, if they're interested, then they're gonna, it's a harmless attachment. Okay? Now, here's an alternative. If you don't want the paying fee thing, and it might sound weird for job seekers, why is this person willing to pay me? Is this a scam? So you have to balance it out. So for me personally, I always add the fee because I'm working with experts. I'm looking with people who I want to learn from. And in the job seeking area, you have to remove that. So here is how it would go. Hi, I'm Mara Diaz and I'm looking to transition into facilities management for NGOs. I saw your profile on LinkedIn and was inspired by the work that you're doing with XYZ company. I would like to get 30 minutes of your time over Skype or coffee to learn more about how I can best transition into this type of career. I feel that given your experience in this area, you would be able to give valuable advice. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you, Mara. So PS, so that you have a better idea on my background, here is my resume. And that's it. That's the initial message that you send out when you connect on LinkedIn, when you connect on via email, via random email, then that's it. Again, feel free to make it as personal as possible. Okay? Remember, the reason why we're reaching out to people, you never want to spam out a message. So you always customize your message based on that person. That will highly increase the chance of them replying because, hey, this person researched me. Hey, this person is interested in me. And that must mean that I'm valuable to this person. Okay, I'll help this person. Okay? Now, for coffee talks, let's say that they agree. Oh, let's meet. When can we meet? Are you available? And you're already setting the appointment, or they say, okay, drop by at my office at this time. Let's talk over coffee. Okay, so here is what you bring and prepare. Number one, your list of questions for this person, your resume or your portfolio, and of course a notebook for jotting down notes. And what are the questions that you ask there? Here are three critical questions that I advise you to ask. So number one is, do you have any advice on how I can best accomplish, and tell them about your goal? And for job seekers, you ask questions like these. Do you have any advice on how I can stand out as a candidate? Okay. Are there opportunities in your company for blank function? Do you have any recommendations on other places I should look into that maybe I'm not familiar with? Basically, here you're asking for referrals or connections. Maybe their company is not hiring, but they know a friend that is looking for someone similar in their company. And of course, at the end of that, you thank them for their time via email or text after. All right? So you can prepare as many questions as you want, but in the end, if you're a job seeker, what you're looking for here is how can you best stand out as a candidate? And do you have any other places, recommendations on other places I should be looking for? Okay? The question is not, do you have an opening? Do you have an opening? Hindi lang yon. All right? So, now, here are some examples on how you deliver or how you talk in live events or conferences or in a workshops. So, you introduce yourself in this way. Hi, I'm J3. What made you attend this event? And this random person says, hi, I'm interested in XYZ topic. And you keep asking about them. What made you interested there? Do you have business with XYZ already? What's your, how many years have you been interested in XYZ? And so on and so forth. And until they ask you the question of, how about you? It's natural. In any conversation with a random person, eventually, they're gonna ask, how about you? Because they wanna stop talking. They wanna learn from you. And this is where you deliver your elevator pitch. And so you say, actually, I'm really interested in marketing and I'm hoping to transition into that area, into digital marketing. So I'm hoping to meet more people na ganun din yung work in that area. And you pause. Let them receive the message. Let them think about it. Pause. Don't say anything. And they may know people in that area. They may not know people in that area. They may be a person in that area. If they are, then they might say, ako rin actually. Or they may say, oh, you know what? I have a friend here. Ganun din yung ginagawa niya. Or, I see. And if it feels like this person will not be valuable to you, or this person will not have a connection in that area, then here's what you say. Okay, anyway, nice to meet you. Do you have a card? Maybe I can connect you with other people in XYZ, interested in XYZ. So that's the topic that they said. Again, even though it's not an immediate connection, even though they have nothing to do with your industry, the function, or your goal, offer to help them out. Because in your networking, you're gonna meet other people as well. Okay? And that's the simple way for networking in live events and conferences. When you offer to help other people out and maybe connect them with other people as well, they'll happily give your card and you will have a good impression on them. Okay? Now, let's go to the last part of this training, the follow-up, part 5, the follow-up and the how. Here is the fact. Not everyone you contact via email, via chat, it's not everyone will respond. And this is not rejection. And this is just the reality that every person will have their own life. So it's possible that you sent an email, then never saw your message because they don't read that email address or inbox, or they have thousands of unread emails on their inbox, or they might be dealing with an urgent project or deadline, or you know what, they might be going through a personal family emergency. And it's possible that they saw your message, but they were immediately interrupted. And because of that interruption, when they came back to work, they went to work on something else. Or they saw your message but felt unsure if they could help. So they never replied. So it was their lack of confidence why they are not replying. So they wanted to think about what to reply but never got to. Or they saw your message and decided not to respond since they have tons of similar messages. And this is pretty rare. Now, the fact is, people will always love to help, but they want to be really able to help as well. While at the same time, some of them might be keeping their guard up for those who might take advantage. In other words, I'm sharing with you all of this to say that it's not you, it's not your message. It could be them, something that they're going through. And that's why it's necessary to follow up. Okay? It's just understanding that, hey, other people have a life. Other people don't care as much as my message. You might have obsessed over your message over the next 1 hour, 2 hours, writing that message, crafting every single word, researching them. But that's your world. And to them, they don't know about it. That's why it's important to follow up. Okay? They will be protecting themselves. Don't worry about that. Your job is to reach out. Their job is to say, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Let's learn more. Okay? Our job is to reach out. Their job is to determine what they'll do. Okay, with that, here is now a general follow-up strategy. And I'm giving you the follow-up strategy even before you reach out so that there's less anxiety on what if they say no? Okay, what if they don't reply? If they don't reply, then here's what you do. After 7 days, send another follow-up. Here's the next follow-up. Here's the next follow-up. And the more valuable a connection you think will be, the more you should follow up. And you send to as many points of contact as possible. If you have their email, send to their email. If you saw their Facebook profile, send them a message on Facebook. If you have their LinkedIn profile, ask to connect and send them a message there. If you have a common friend with them, so you have a mutual friend, so let's say this person has you saw that this person has a mutual friend with this one, I would reach out to the mutual friend and say, hey, how do you know this person? Is it okay if you can connect with them? And so your first email, as many points of contact as possible. And if they don't reply after 7 days, we send a shorter casual message. Another 7 days, you send a story on why you're really looking to connect with them. Third follow-up, you send your top 3 burning questions because they might be really busy. And here are the templates. So After you send your first initial message to them and they have no reply, okay? And here's what you reach out to. Hello, name of the person you're reaching out to. I reached out to you a few days ago and maybe you missed it. Hi again, I'm blank, someone who is inspired by your career and would like to learn from you. What's the best way to speak with you for just 30 minutes? Can I treat you out for lunch or coffee? Best regards, name. PS, attached is my earlier message below and my bio so you know I'm not some weird stalker person. Smiley face. So it's pretty casual. Up to you to edit it, but that's the spirit of it. It's very, very casual. Now, if they don't answer, here is what you send to them. And this is a longer message and it includes a story and an explanation on why you're passionate for reaching out to them. And you say something like this. Hi, person you're reaching out to. J3 here. Your name here. Someone who would like to speak with you and learn from you about blank topic or about getting a career in blank. Again, I'm not sure if you're getting these messages since there is no response, but in the off chance you can see these, here's why I'm passionate in reaching out to you. And here is where you share a story of why you're passionate and a few ideas on how you can do this is a moment from your childhood or a pivotal moment in your life. And here's an example. A life-changing experience that I had was the first time was when I went to a zoo. I fell in love with the pandas and it was there that I discovered how these beautiful creatures were endangered. And that's why I'm pursuing a career in facilities management for environmental NGOs. Okay, of course, the story you share needs to have a lot of reason on why you're looking for a career or looking to level up or looking to get to the next stage of the function that you seek to do. And that is followed by a paragraph on why this person is the right person to help. I know you can offer advice because of your experience with XYZ. If you feel that you're not the right person I'm reaching out to, maybe you can point me in the right direction. Sincerely yours, your name, and again, you attach your reference on your background or your resume below. Now, I think the key here in the second follow-up is finding a story on why you are passionate. And again, this story, I'm gonna give you a few more examples. Let's say you're looking for a career in software development. You could talk about the first time you touched a computer or you were fascinated by this program, or it could be anything that happened in your childhood or in your past, an incident. It's up to you to search yourself for this story on why you are passionate. Now, in my case, there are several stories on why I'm passionate about teaching people how to improve their money. And one story I have there is, when I was young, one of my favorite activities with my mother was that she had the money from the canteen and she would ask me to count the money. And I love that activity. And that's why when I grew up, I kept on studying about personal finance and so on. Now, I have another story. A story when after graduation, my salary was 7 months delayed. And that's how I was able to retire at the age of 26 because I avoided it. I saved a lot. I hustled, todo tipid, and so on. So in your career, you need to have these stories. And you share one of these stories in your second follow-up email because the story allows other people to see who you are beyond the resume. So this story will actually be very helpful in the interview. So, it's going to be a separate module, the interview module in this training series. But this story that you're thinking of right now for the second follow-up, it's going to be super helpful. Again, a moment in your childhood where you were super fascinated by something, or an incident where you realized something, or maybe a story you heard. No, not a story you heard, but something very personal, and you share that with this person, it gives you the reason why you are reaching out for the third time already. Okay? Now, with that, if still they don't respond, okay, here is the third follow-up template. You just send them with your burning questions. So the message goes like this. Hi recipient, it's blank. Someone you know, someone who would like to get your advice on topic as I'm looking for and why you're asking them. Here are my top 3 questions, question 1, 2, and 3. And I'd love to talk to you about this over coffee, but if you are busy, an email reply would still be very valuable and much appreciated. Thanks. And if they don't reply after 3 messages, then it's up to you if you continue, but keep hitting on different angles. But personally, me, I'd stop on the third or on the fourth follow-up here, actually. Okay? So that's the strategy on how you do it. So by knowing you have a follow-up strategy, you already know that the first message isn't everything. You know, you can get a response, but it's okay if they don't get a response. You have a follow-up message, you have another follow-up message, and a third follow-up message. It's okay. Okay? So with that, let's now talk about your next moves. We talked a lot in this masterclass, and here is my number 1 advice so you can overcome the fear of doing this. It's start now. The more time you give yourself to think, the greater your fear will be. So stop thinking. Do act now. Send that chat, send that email, make that list, write your elevator pitch, speak up. Because your future self, your family, and the people you have yet to meet and build relationships with will thank you for your courage and confidence to network. And that's really it for this masterclass. You now have all the tools, the scripts and the templates and the approach. Now it's time to get going and put yourself out there. You will be very happy with your results. You'll be very happy. You wish that you started sooner. So go out there and network with more people. Bye.